They say that history is the greatest of all teachers, and that tales of past deeds define who we are in the present, and what we shall be in the future. It is said that such tales shall, with each telling, illuminate us all with the light of truth. I shall tell you of such a tale. It is a tale quite familiar to me, for I have spent nearly a lifetime piecing it together and chronicling it here within this book. For years I have pondered its passages, studying every line, committing each word to memory. Perhaps now, in the telling of it, I shall at last find the answers I seek. Our story takes place in the northern region of Faerun, known as Icewind Dale. It is a harsh, frozen land, cut off from the rest of the world by a wall of jagged peaks called the Spine of the World. For centuries, the icy plains of the Dale have been home to the barbarian peoples of the Uthgard and Regedmund. Huddled together in small, closely knit tribes, the barbarians lived simple lives, free, proud, and fiercely independent. Until the day an archmage named Ericon came to Icewind Dale. With an army of mercenaries, Ericon sought to conquer the north and force the fierce barbarians into slavery. Long weeks of battle followed, and the scattered barbarian tribes suffered terrible losses. Defeat seemed inevitable. In their darkest hour, a barbarian shaman named Jared came forth and demanded a council between all the remaining tribes of the north. A respected warrior, Jared persuaded the council to put aside their differences and unite against Ericon. Strengthened by a new sense of purpose, the barbarians rallied behind their new leader. The combined might of the Northmen proved more than a match for Ericon, who had counted on the division of the tribes. Wave after wave of barbarian warriors tore into Ericon's hired army, forcing them on the defensive and ultimately into full retreat. As his army crumbled around him, Ericon had time for one last desperate act before his enemies descended upon him. Drawing upon his remaining power, the Archmage breached the planar boundaries, tearing open a portal to the lower planes. The foolish Archmage's cries of victory immediately turned to shrieks of terror as the hideous and twisted shapes of demonkind materialized from the portal and poured onto the battlefield. The sudden appearance of the demons drove the combatants, barbarian and mercenary alike, to turn to meet the new threat side by side. The remaining warriors bravely charged the portal to drive the hellspawn back and were slaughtered by the hundreds. As his people fell around him, the barbarian shaman, Jared, looked up from the blood-drenched snow of the battlefield and caught sight of a lone figure high upon a ridge in the distance. Jared immediately recognized this vision as an omen from his god Tempus, and in that instant, he knew what had to be done. Shouting cries to his god, he charged through the ranks of the demons and plunged into the portal. As Jared's blood fused with the energies of the portal, an explosion of white light engulfed the battlefield. When the light subsided, the demons were gone, and the portal was closed. In its place hovered a disk of solid stone. Frozen within the center of the disk was Jared's body, locked in his final moment of agony, in his final moment of triumph, for all eternity. But that is not the end of our tale. It is but the beginning.
Hello, I'm SidiousRed and welcome to Red's Play Icewind Dale. Now, I played this game years and years ago and absolutely loved it. Also played the Baldur's Gate games. And they're very good, so let's get on with this and create us some characters. Right. For my first character, I will make myself. I'm not quite sure. I think I'll be a human though. That will be me. Fair enough. Human. I will be a fighter. Yeah, fighter. My alignment, chaotic good. I find that in these games it's best to have all your characters have a similar kind of right. I want more constitution than that, really. That's pretty good. Store it. That's even better. Dexterity was very low on that one. If I can get a 17-inch strength and have everything else be good at the same time, that's kind of what I'm looking for, yeah. Come on. It's getting to the point where I'm just going to recall the good one in a second. Right, we'll give it 5 more tries. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's pretty damn good. Am I going to regret this? Nah, that's pretty balanced. I'll stick with that one. Right, skills. I think this guy should be using swords, really. Yeah, we'll make him a longsword specialist. And I have to give him something else as well. Well, I reckon club's the best thing to go with. And daggers, why not? My hair shall be blonde. My skin shall be pale. Not that pale, not that colour. That'll do. And I will make my clothes black and red. Nice.
Steel yourselves! Attack! Well, looks like I'm gonna have to go on a killing spree.
That's me. My name shall be SidiousRed. That's my guy. Right, second up, we are going to want to make another male. I want a kind of a barbarian character. Yeah. Another human if he's going to be a barbarian. Fighter, ranger, paladin, cleric, druid, mage, thief, bard. Right, I have to make him a fighter then, so I'll have 2 fighters in my party. Make him another chaotic good. Abilities, right. I want this guy to be extremely strong. Oh dear, why did I do that? There we go. High strength, but the constitution ain't quite right. Right, we'll give this guy 10 rolls. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. That's pretty damn good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I'm gonna put him with that. That'll be good. Actually, can I... Oh, if I take some out of his charisma, because he's a barbarian, he shouldn't really have charisma. Stick that into his constitution. Wisdom he doesn't need either. Put that down to 8. Cannot increase any further. Constitution up. Give him some more dexterity. Right. He's pretty badass. Make him an expert in clubs, I reckon. Hammers. Hammers and clubs. His hair should be dark. His skin should be skin-like. Put him all in black. Like so.
Here I come, and the hells come with me.
That sounds about right. Well, this guy's name shall be Bulbasaur. I have no idea why, but yeah, let's do it. Right, so let's think about this before we go any further. 2 strong fighters. We're going to need... For 2 strong fighters, we'll also need a cleric, a mage, and a thief. I've got it worked out. I'll make a thief and I'll make a ranger next. My ranger shall be a woman. Oh dear. I'm looking for an elvish ranger, a woman. It's gonna have to be that one, I think. She'll be an elf and a ranger. Alignment, chaotic, neutral, good. Just to switch it up a little. She's going to need high dexterity. That's pretty good. Store that. See, that's pretty damn good. Right. If I take some out of her charisma, I'll put that down to 10. And the wisdom doesn't need to be that high, really. Then I'll put her dexterity up to 19. Her constitution up. She's going to be pretty good. Skills... Bows, obviously. And up close, she can use a small sword. Racial enemy. In their roles as protectors of good, rangers tend to focus their efforts against some particular creature. Right. So what do I want her to be particularly good against? What's it? Something that's going to cause trouble, I would have thought. I will make her good against... Can I pick trolls? Yeah. She's good against trolls. Give her a darker hair than that, I think. That's not dark at all. Her skin can be pale. I'll leave her in all black clothing. Female.
You would do well to fear a woman's wrath.
I'll do. I will call her... Wench. Fair enough. Because she's Aragorn, but she's a wench. Right, so now I'm going to need my wizard. Make my wizard a man. I think I'm going to make him human. I'll do. Mage. Specialist mage. No, just normal mage. Alignment. Make him a lawful good, why not? Abilities. Now he needs intelligence more than anything, right? So that's not bad. Right. If I take some of his strength down, just take his strength down to 10 and pump that all into intelligence and wisdom. Keep his charisma up. And I would actually like him to have a bit more constitution. So we'll take his dexterity down and put that into constitution, and that's about right. Right. Quarterstaffs, obviously. Mage spells. Choose 2 spells to put in your spell book. Right, I think sleep's usually a good one to get. Where's sleep? Armor, burning hands, magic missile is that, and colour spray. Friends. Shield. Mass magic missile. Identify, that's always worth having. Identify or magic missile. Sleep, definitely. Go on then. No, I don't want to identify. Give me magic missile. You may memorize 1 spell from the above list. Sleep. Grey hair, skin, blue, and that's pretty perfect. Male mage, let's find one.
To the pain.
Ha ha! Watch your back!
It is a shame that we must resort to violence.
Come then.
And I will call him Logan, after my son. Whenever I make a wizard on these games, I always name him after my son. I don't know why. Now I'll make my thief now. I want my thief to be a halfling. That'll do. Halfling, class, thief, alignment, chaotic good. Abilities, right, now he wants dexterity and intelligence really, I'm guessing, and a bit of charisma. Right, if we store that anyway. That's pretty good. Nah, we can do better. I want really high dexterity. That's pretty damn good. Take a couple out of strength and knock them onto there. Constitution could be a little better. I think that'll do, you know. Right, stealth. Right, open locks you really want high. As high as possible. Put up to 45. Pickpockets I never use. Find traps is usually pretty handy though. I reckon that'll do. Right. And usually good to let them use a bow and a short sword. Appearance. I like him already. I want to let him have him in green for some reason.
The silent blade cuts best. I'll take care of it.
I'll call him Sneaky. That just leaves me with my cleric to make. Right, I'll make her a female. I always base clerics on my girlfriend for some reason. That'll do. I shall make her... The elves have more magic. I'll make her human. Why not? Could make her a paladin. No, I'll just have a straight cleric. Right, alignment, we neutral, good. Abilities, right. Wisdom needs to be high like it is there, I'll store that. Right, 10 rolls. 1. There you go. That's pretty damn good actually for a cleric, I think. We'll make her an expert in missile weapons and quarter stay. Yep. Right. Bless. Command. Cure light wounds will take, definitely. Detect evil. Magic stone. Combat. Using this spell, the priest can temporarily enchant a small pebble, which is then hurled. That might be useful. What's that? Detect evil. Sorry, already been there. Remove fear. Sanctuary. Curse. The curse spell is uttered. The caster lowers the morale of enemy. Go on then, I'll take those 3. Appearance. Yeah, looks about right. Why not?
Let me at him. I shall slay you all.
That'll do. And for the name, we'll go with Delhi. So there's my party. Let's do this thing.
Our tale begins here, in the quiet fishing village of East Haven, one of the so-called 10 towns of Icewind Dale. The tiny community is hardly a town, but rather a collection of ramshackle huts crowded together upon the icy shores of Loch Dinishire. Here, within a dimly lit tavern, a group of travelers sit huddled around a table, swapping tales and making grand plans for the future, completely unaware of the part they are to play in the events that are about to unfold.
What's this? New face in town, eh? Well met, stranger. The name is Hrothgar, originally of Hillsfar. But now, after years of traveling up, down, and under Faerun, I am content to call this town my home. Who might you be?
Greetings, Hrothgar. My name is
Well then,
SidiousRed.
welcome to East Haven. Whatever your business in these parts might be, I would offer you this small piece of advice. While you're in my town, you'd do well to be on your best behavior.
All right, mate. Calm down.
These folk are under my protection, and anyone who would seek to do harm to them in any way shall answer to me. That said, I'll let you get back to your cups. I'm sure you've had a long journey, and you'll find there's no better way to shake off the cold of the road than by downing a few mugs of Grisella's best. And if you're in need of lodging, I would recommend talking to Quimby over at the Snowdrift Inn over on the east side of town.
Good to know.
Equipment and supplies can be purchased next door at Pomab's Emporium. Pomab's prices are a bit high, even for a Kalashite. But you'd be better off well-equipped and short of coin than the other way around. Ill-prepared travelers don't last long in these parts. Once you've had a chance to rest up and get your bearings, come by and see me at my house. It's just a couple doors west of here. There's some business I would discuss with you. Farewell.
Farewell, Hrothgar. Right, now this first part is getting a little long. That took longer than I was expecting to make all my characters. So I'm going to save my game and wrap it up for this part. So, hope you'll join me in part 2. Thanks very much. Goodbye.